I might have covered with all the features, but some features are on the app, which include the region braking setting. You can set it to low, medium and high. So in the lowest level you get less region, medium you get decent amount of region, and the highest setting takes you to highest region, where if you leave the throttle the bike tends to stop much faster. The basic disadvantage of this scooter is because it does not come with a disc brake. The braking is quite hard. Even if you grab the brakes, both the brakes, really hard, the scooter struggles to stop. And you can rely on the region braking. That is what I do most of the time. In fact, now also I'm using the region braking, but there is a catch. If you charge the scooter to 100%, then you just have to wait till the battery percentage drops till 89%, and only then the region braking will start working. Till then you have to be careful and just use these brakes. And when you pull these brakes also, you see that the acceleration doesn't happen normally. I'll just show you a demo now. You can see I've just grabbed on the brakes and I just pull the throttle. It doesn't move, but I have to leave. I have to push these brakes in front, and then it starts accelerating back again. I'll just show it once again. See, I've just pulled the brakes, okay, and I'm accelerating. You can see here I'm accelerating, doesn't move, but when I push with one finger, then it starts accelerating. This is something which you will have to get used to, and it's not a deal breaker. You'll just get used to such kind of braking in a matter of 2 or 3 days. Yeah, but the normal brakes are really bad. The region braking is good. You can see that I'll just brake here with the region. So to activate the region, you just have to either leave the throttle itself, or you just have to move it in the opposite direction, just like this. You see, no brakes applied, but just with the opposite action I'm able to slow down the scooter. I like this feature because it does help in conserving the battery, recharging it, but also helps me in braking efficiently. Now I don't use the brakes at all unless and until there is a panic braking situation. So that is something worth appreciating, but the region braking is really good. The headlight throw is also decent enough, good for the cities. The high beam is really good. There is no need of additional fog lamps or auxiliary lamps, or the change of headlamp here. It is really good. Now this scooter can do at 90 kilometers per hour its top speed in the sport mode, and I'll try to achieve that partially here. It's not a good road here, but I'll try to show you the acceleration in the sport mode. It's really addictive. So just see here, I'll put it in sport mode, and then it just pulls. Pulls really fast, and this is superb exciting. Like if you see a motorcyclist who's trying to pass you in the traffic, then there is no chance that he's going to catch you when you are on the scooter. really sporty, gives you a lot of thrill. But yeah, the battery gets hit, so you'll have to switch to normal mode eventually. But normal mode is also insane. There's quick acceleration here as well. You can see that this is enough for the city, more than enough for the city, I would say. Speaking of the keys, which this scooter does not have. Oh, switching back to normal, and still the acceleration is really good. So speaking of the keys, which this scooter does not have, there is also a bit of advantage in that. Personally, I don't like carrying the keys because there is a big fear in me that I might lose the keys. But instead, if my phone is the key, the phone is a precious thing. You don't lose phones very often. If the phone is the key, then it's a big advantage actually. One thing is that you don't have to carry an extra key in the pocket. Second thing is that for the traffic police, if they catch you, then the first thing that they do is to take out the keys. On this scooter it is not even possible. So next comes the question, then how do the other people, your friends and your family members, access the scooter? So that happens via the app. In the app there is a facility to add a rider, and when you do so, you can send the key to the scooter digitally to them. Then they will have to unlock and lock the scooter with the manual entry, with the buttons. This is if they don't have the app with your login. If you are happy to give your login to them, then it is as simple as you are using it. But it shouldn't be that way, because the login works only on one phone at a time. So when they are logged in, if you allow them to log in on their phone, then you will not be able to get access to the scooter normally like you do via your phone. First you will have to download the app, then log in with your ID, and then pair the scooter again, do all the stuff basically, and then you can gain the access again. The sharing is a bit of an issue, I would say, because normally people use keys to share their vehicle. Here there's a digital code, and sometimes keying in the code is a big pain. It's even a pain for me. These keys are not very good. It's a challenge. There was one situation where the scooter didn't even start. The display would not start. Nothing would start. And in those cases, you just can't go from there, wherever you're stopped. For that, there is a hack that you have to just open this seat, access the boot, and then there is a plug, a fuse, whatever call it. Just have to remove it and put it back, and that does a hard reset to the ECU or the MCU, whatever it is. and then the scooter comes back alive. It's like turning on the switch and turning off the switch and turning it on again, which is a hard reset. While I'm heading back, I will tell you who should consider buying the scooter. And while I'm at my lunch break, I'll just show you how we can lock it and how it gets unlocked. There are two options. One is you can press and hold this button for 3 seconds and it locks itself. Another one is just you can just move away. I'll just stop here. Let's see if it unlocks itself. See, it is locked now. That I finished lunch. I'm going back to the location where I parked the scooter. Let's see if it unlocks with the proximity sensor. Thank you. So about this place is called as the Citrus Trail. You can see the board there, and it's very popular. So there you see. Scooter unlocking itself. Now to take reverse, then I just have to press this. It's in reverse mode, and I have to pull the throttle the other way, like this. It goes reverse. Press it back again, goes to normal. See, the buttons, they don't work exactly the way you want, but yeah, you just need to be a little bit patient. Now it's time to go. So I'll just show you how to unlock the scooter when it is locked. And just stop it and then lock it. I can see now it is locked. Now if you want to manually unlock it, just have to press this first. You can see it's 6 digits it is asking for, so you'll just have to key in the password. So 1. Then if you have to go to the next letter, then either you can use the arrow key to move forward or back, the left key, or else this is the enter button. You can just press enter, it will go to the next digit. If you want to press 2, then you have to tap this button twice. If you want to move back, then you can press this button, then it becomes 1, so 2, and then once you're done, you just have to press enter at the end twice. It unlocks. Then as you start a normal scooter, just hold the brakes and press this button, ignition, and that's it. You're ready to go. So these simple things, thoughtful things add up to the ownership experience. Now again, about the ownership experience, You might have seen a lot of owners are not happy with the scooter, your purchasing decision. Well, I differ in that opinion a little bit, I would say. For me, the features that the scooter offers are of prime importance, and they are working. Okay, they are not 100% up, but since I'm also into software development, I know how software works, and that way it is fine. I'm okay to live with the issues, especially related to the software ones, and I know how to fix them. And I've done my fair share of research before buying the scooter. I've seen what the issues are. I've seen the videos how to fix those issues, and only then I made a decision to buy the scooter. Okay, so as I said, after lunch I will tell you who should be buying the scooter. So if you're looking for a scooter for your daily use and your earning is not more than say 20 kilometers or 20, 25, 30 kilometers as well per day, then you can consider this, because just in case if this scooter gives you 100 kilometers of range per 100% charge, then you can easily use the scooter for 3 days. Only the 4th day or the 3rd day you need to charge it back to 100%. Now we should not buy it, of course. I told you about the issues that are there on the scooter. If you're someone who is not patient enough, if you want your scooter to have a key, or you know what I'm trying to say, right? So don't consider the scooter. If you want peace of mind, go for the conventional ICE scooter. But other than that, another thing to consider not to buy is the charging speed. So if you're using a normal charger which comes with the scooter, and then 6.5 hours is what it takes for the scooter to charge 100%. Somewhere around 6 to 7 hours, I would say. I've never drained the complete battery of the scooter. In fact, it is not recommended as well to go to up to 1-2%. The minimum charge that I had, in these 6 months was 5%, I guess. And once the battery reaches 15%, then you will not be allowed to switch to any other mode. Automatically the eco mode will be switched, and when the battery capacity has 20%, when the battery capacity reaches 20%, you are shown a warning that you are on low battery. It's already an indication that you should find the charger or the charging spot. Now the fast charger is offered by the company. There are 2 spots for me to charge near my home. One near the Ola Experience Center, and another one is at a Bharat petrol pump. I've tried only once charging at the Ola Experience Center. In fact, I've charged only once using the fast charger, and the fast charger really helps if you are in a hurry, and if you just need to get some battery capacity up, you can charge it for 15 minutes, and then you might almost get a 30 kilometers of range, and then you can go. What I do is I take it to my office and plug in the charger when I enter the office in the parking, and then somewhere in the mid of the day or when I go for lunch, I take out the charger again. By the time I come back and see the status, it'll be at 90%, 95%, and that is maximum that I charge. I don't charge at 100% because, as I told, the region does not work at 100%. The battery has to drop at 89%. And since my riding is mostly in the cities and my office is hardly 4 kilometers from my home, so I'll have to wait the next day for the region to start working. And in my office the charging is free of cost, so it doesn't cost anything for me. Even if I use a paid charger, a charging point from Electric Pay, which is in my apartment, the cost from say 10% to 90% is hardly 30 rupees. And I do often charge in my apartment in the basement. I've done it a lot of times. It's quite convenient, and on the Electric Pay app you can actually set the current level of the battery and the target level of the battery that you want to get charged. So that is also helpful. The app is also very useful, very easy to use. The boot is really big, around 32 liters, so a half-face helmet easily can be kept in the boot along with the other stuff. I always place the charger, which is a bulky box, well, it occupies half of the boot. And yeah, I don't remember if I talked about the cost. So this one costed me at 95,000 rupees on road, and initially I said that I was also considering the Honda Dio, the base model, so that would cost me around 96,000 on road. So you see that, and this is a 3 kilowatt hour battery pack. It has a decent amount of charge, 100 kilometers in normal, little bit of eco mode switching here and there. It's totally worth it for me. And after the first 1 month, when I was running back and forth to the service center to get the scooter mapped to the app, I've never visited the service center till today. Like, I have had absolutely no issues other than the ones which I told, which I was able to solve myself. You might have some questions, why not Ether, why not Aether, right? So I did consider Aether as well, but when I compared the cost to the features, I thought Ola was better. For similar power and similar features, I would pay somewhere around 1,30,000 for the Aether, and I would get 5 years of battery warranty for that, while this one has 8 years of battery warranty or 80,000 kilometers. So that's the biggest reason why I chose Ola over Aether. So I guess I've covered all the points, and till now the ownership is really pleasant. I'm very happy. I don't know how it will be in the future, but if there are any updates, then I'll post a video regarding the same. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Please do consider subscribing the channel, like this video, share it with your friends and family, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.